for too long. I don't know what else to do.
Hello again and welcome back to day 8 of Vlogtober 2021. And I was going to go out today for my usual walk run out in the countryside, but for some reason I was feeling a bit bleh. And what I mean by that is, you know, when you're not feeling well and you touch something cold and it literally sends a shiver throughout your whole body, and that's what I was feeling like, and I thought, oh, this isn't a good sign. And at this age it's a bit confusing what signals our bodies are sending us, because where some women get hot flashes and they get hot, I tend to feel a bit cold first for a few seconds and then I feel hot. But normally I wouldn't have the shivery cold feeling. That's why I've decided to stay in instead. So I took a vitamin C tablet and I'm just going to relax, says she, relax in terms of doing this video and editing for an upload at some point today. Now, I know when I started Vlogtober I was talking about doing a theme of what my sleep is like, what I'm eating, my physical activity, blah 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 in relation to menopause. But even I'm sort of a bit bored with that. So I'm going to try and make the Vlogtober a bit more interesting. As you saw from yesterday, I actually did a video on my trip to see my daughter and catch up with my friend way back in August, and that's done really well and I was quite happy with that. So today, because I haven't been able to go out, I thought I'd start a 3-part series of Filipino foods that I cook now and again. And I say now and again because Mr. G being British, I have to vary the foods that we eat. And to be honest, even before we met, we did vary the food that we eat anyway. And it wasn't always Filipino food. Namely because I've been here for too long and I don't have very many Filipino friends. But anyway, so today I will be starting with a chicken recipe. Waiting for the airplane to go past. So today I'll be starting with a chicken recipe made with moringa leaves, and I find it really exciting, namely because moringa grows abundantly in the Philippines, and it's really weird where a health fanatic gets hold of foods that the rest of us in the warmer countries are used to. And the moringa tree is now seen as a superfood, but in the Philippines it's just seen as something growing out in the streets or growing out in the garden. So when it became a superfood, I found it really funny. But the moringa tree or plant is associated in Ayurvedic medicine as a health promoting plant. Apparently in Ayurvedic medicine it's seen to prevent around 300 diseases, so that's quite an interesting thing. And I suppose in Philippines it just gets taken for granted as a vegetable that you can go and pick whenever you want. When I lived in London I used the moringa drumstick, as it's called, more in the dishes because I lived in West London and I could get it abundantly in Shepherd's Bush markets. But today I'm using it in a Filipino dish called Tinola. I always used to say, well, the chicken dish with spinach, because if you can't get a hold of moringa leaves, which is quite difficult because obviously it's got to be imported, you can use spinach, and I've also used watercress in this dish, or even a combination of watercress and spinach works really well. Now, if you want to try moringa leaves, or if you want to try the benefits of moringa leaves in powdered form, you can actually buy it in the shops, and I'll put a link in the description down below. I have tried this before and I'm not really a fan of the taste of it. It's a bit like spinach really. It's quite strong and irony, but a lot of people seem to have benefited from it, and I did when I was taking it I did benefit from it, and I would put it in smoothies or in a juice when I used to juice. But I will put a link in the description down below if you do want to try the powder, so you can use it in smoothies, in soups, in gravy even. Or if you don't want the taste, you can have it as capsules, and let me know what you think of it. So without further ado, here's my chicken tinola recipe with moringa leaves that was bought and gifted to me by my lovely sister-in-law.
To get you through your struggles, I will always think of you and me. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this. If you try to come free, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day, it is waiting for us. There's a new day waiting round the bend. There's a new day, and it will restore us. There'll be new ways. This is not the end.
So I hope you've enjoyed today's recipe and today's video, and I haven't quite decided which Filipino recipe I'm going to show you tomorrow. But if you are following my Vlogtober episodes, remember to come back tomorrow and find out what that recipe is. And until next time, or until tomorrow, I'll see you then.